All right, get out of here, get out of here. This is Andrew Jensen, your friendly neighborhood realtor. And I'm sure you've heard it a million times, that phrase, I'm gonna wait until spring to list my home, or I'm gonna wait and put my home on the market in the summer. Well, today we're gonna look into that a little bit closer, as well as consider the idea that listing in the winter is actually going to be better off for you. All right, let's get started. Who is your ideal buyer when you think about it? Obviously, there's two big things going on here. Person's got to be qualified, person's got to be motivated. And honestly, in the winter, you will find more of these types of buyers. So you're putting your home up and you're thinking, should I list in the winter? Should I wait until spring? In the spring, you might have more buyers out there, but in the winter, there's more people that are motivated, more people that are qualified. And the reason for that is they're braving the winter cold, they're braving the dark days. They're going out there because they're very serious. They want to make sure that they get that right house. They don't want to miss out on a potential listing. So in my experience, what we see is that winter buyers are more qualified and they're more motivated. And that's exactly what you're looking for as far as potential buyers for your home. So that's why listing in the winter is going to actually attract better buyers, because there's less fluff out there. There's less of the nosy type of people. There's less people just sort of looking around, trying to get an idea of what they might want in the next few years. People that are looking in the winter tend to be a lot more serious, and that's what you're looking for when you want to list your home. It's beautiful outside. The birds are singing and the weather is nice. Honey, we should list our home now that it's springtime. You hear that? That is the sound of the market being flooded with different listings right when you decided to list as well. So here's what happens a lot of the time. You've got your home and you put it on the market, and then a few weeks later, just 3 or 4 houses down from you, they list their home. And then maybe 10 houses down from that one, they list their home. And everybody, you and all these other listings, are all very similar as far as the interior layout, square footage, that kind of thing. So now all of a sudden, you have to work harder just so you stand out against these other homes, because you want to attract those buyers. Not only that, but in a worst case scenario, you got to lower your price if you want to sell in time that you need to hit. That's kind of what you can run into in the spring, and in the winter you avoid that a lot more because there's less competition in the winter. People are usually waiting till spring anyway, so if you've got your listing going on in the winter, you don't have to worry about all this competition that's in the market, and it makes it so that you have a little bit smoother of a sale, and typically you'll get more value for your home versus listing in the spring and having to be kind of in a race to the bottom with all these other listings that are on the same street as you. Okay, this is imagination time now. So I want you to close your eyes and picture somewhere that is warm, that's inviting, somewhere you just want to snuggle up with a good book or a cup of hot chocolate. Now, it might look something a little bit like this. That warm, wonderful feeling that you might get when you picture this sort of place, that's the coziness factor. And that's exactly what we're going to exploit when we list your home in the winter. So buyers, as you probably already know, buyers are emotional creatures. They use emotion to make their decisions. Even though it's the biggest purchase of their life, it's mostly done based off emotion. And so that's where the coziness factor is going to come into play. So you want your home to be as warm and inviting as possible, and that's how your winter listing can really jump up as far as like receiving offers and that kind of thing. You can turn on the fireplace, you can put out that warm, lamb's rug and decorate it nicely so it's very welcoming and warm, inviting. So all of a sudden this coziness factor is really playing a big part into how the buyers feel as soon as they walk into your home. And that's how you can make a winter listing into something that's really, like, people are loving it when they come and take a look at it. And that's really good for you and for getting those offers. So keep that in mind. The coziness factor is a very real thing. Buyers use emotion to buy. So if we can sort of tap into that emotion of, man, having a nice warm home feeling, that welcoming feeling, that's what we want to exploit. and that's what's gonna get us the good offers. Okay, here's a little bit of a brain game for you. Try to think of somebody who has their birthday in September. I bet everybody has somebody that they know that has a birthday in September. Is that person's birthday between the 9th to the 20th? That a big chunk of you it is. Okay, let's take it a next step further. How about, is their birthday on the 9th, the 19th, or the 12th? And I'm sure a big chunk of you people are like thinking to yourself, how could he possibly know this? Well, it's witchcraft. Oh no, wait, hold on. Oh no, it's statistics. Yep, statistically speaking, September is the biggest month for babies being born. And those weeks, and actually those days, so the 12th and the 19th and the 9th, those are the 3 most popular birthdays throughout the year. So what does that have to do with listing your home in the winter? Well, September means more babies. More babies means more new parents and more babies means they need more room. And that's where your lovely little winter listing is going to come into factor. So these guys are looking for more space and they find your listing and you are the answer to their baby making prayers. So keep that one in mind as far as listing in the winter. It is statistically the right time when new families are upgrading to more room. Last couple of points I think that are important when it comes to making that decision whether you should list in the winter or not is that January and February are actually the 2 most common months that corporate relocations happen. So these people are working for businesses that they need to relocate their employees, and so that's where your listing comes into play. You've got people that are needing a home as soon as possible, and it's usually during the winter time, so winter listings have that going for them. Speaking of work, a lot of times people get like a winter bonus, Christmas bonus, holiday bonus, New Year's bonus from their job. And so all of a sudden they've got this big lump of cash in their pockets. Why don't we get them to invest that money into your property? So they've got money for down payments and they got money for deposits because of these Christmas bonuses. So it's good for us when we list in the winter. I have said it before, I don't think real estate is as seasonal as everybody thinks that it is. Sometimes bucking the trend is actually the secret sauce that you might need in order to get that sale or to get those offers. And I think listing in the winter is a really good way of doing that. Whether it's exploiting that coziness factor or whether it's dealing with actually qualified, serious buyers or literally just avoiding the competition of the oversaturated markets that happen in the spring. Not to mention the foreclosures that tend to be released starting in the new year and into the spring. I think that listing in the winter might end up being the best decision you make for your real estate adventures. So if you have any other questions or if you have any comments you want to make about this, leave them below. I'll be happy to answer any of those questions. And if you have any ideas about what you'd like to see for the new videos coming up, let me know. And I will catch you guys in the next video. See ya. Bye.